Hey everyone, it's me once again, your teacher Death of the Philippines, and hey, I'm back for another English tutorial clip. So for this video, I'm gonna teach you more about indefinite pronoun. So before we jump in, make sure that you already have subscribed my channel, especially if you are new here, then please do hit the bell so you will never get missed of our upcoming uploads. Thank you so much. So let us now talk about indefinite pronoun. If we are to say indefinite pronoun, it is a pronoun that doesn't refer to a particular person, place, or thing. Example for our indefinite pronoun is the word everybody. In a sentence, everybody talks about the plot. So everybody there is an indefinite pronoun. It doesn't refer to a particular person even. Yes, that's it. So some indefinite pronoun are always singular and some also are always plural. So what are these indefinite pronoun that are always singular and what are these that are always plural? So for always singular indefinite pronoun, these are they. The words or the indefinite pronouns are another, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, much, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, one, somebody, someone, something. Those indefinite pronouns are always singular. So now let's move to indefinite pronouns that are always plural. These are they: both, few, many, others, several. But remember, few can also be singular or plural. Yes, remember that one. The indefinite pronouns all, any, most, none, some, and even few can be singular or plural depending on the phrase that follows them. Yes, so I'm going to give you now some of the examples for you to understand more of these indefinite pronouns. We're now here with these 4 examples written on the board, right? And by the way, if our indefinite pronoun is used as subject in a sentence, make sure that our verb has to agree also with the number of our subject. That's it. So, this is it now. As you see, we have 4 sentences and I want you to read them all first. Okay, everyone reads part of the novel. Next, several enjoy it very much. Next, most of the story happens in England. Next, most of the characters seem real. So for number 1, let's try to focus. Okay, so let us now try to focus number 1 sentence. Everyone reads part of the novel. What do you think is our indefinite pronoun there? Yes, very good. You are right. We have there indefinite pronoun everyone. So according, if you are to say everyone, that indefinite pronoun is always singular, used as singular, of course. So since it's singular, it needs singular form of our verb, reads, then that is right. That's singular, of course, in use. Then let's move to number 2. Several enjoy it very much. Why do we use enjoy and not enjoys? Because several is always plural. Again, if you are to say several, that is always plural in number. In terms of indefinite pronoun used as subject, right? So that's it. Okay, very good. So now, let's move to number 3. Most of the story happens in England. So, the indefinite pronoun there is most. Don't get confused. Since, okay, as you have learned, if you are to say most, that can either be used as singular or plural depending on the phrase that follows them. Since the phrase that follows it is of the story is of course singular in form, then consider that this most as indefinite pronoun used as subject here is also singular, no? So it's right to say happens. Then again, that's right. Most, you are basing your story there of this story, then happens. Very good, correct. Then now here for the last example, most of the characters seem real. Okay, so again, our indefinite pronoun there is most. Don't get confused. If you are to say most, again, most can be used as singular or plural depending on the phrase that follows it. Okay, so the phrase that follows your indefinite pronoun most here is of the characters. You're talking of the characters, then that is plural. Okay, so since it's plural, it needs plural form of your verb, which is of course seem. Right. So that's right. Okay, that's all. And I guess that's all for this part. Up next, I'll be giving you more things to work on. But before that one, of course, when you say everyone, several, and most, that is one of the examples of indefinite pronoun. They are pronouns that doesn't refer to particular place, things, or animals, right? Place, things, persons, that's it. Then, if you are to say everyone, that is always singular indefinite pronoun. Several, always plural indefinite pronoun. Then most can either, okay, it can be singular or plural depending on the phrase that follows it. That's it. So let's move to the next part. Okay, so let's try to answer this activity here. The direction says, encircle the indefinite pronouns and underline the correct words from the choices in parentheses. So let's try number 1. Some of the students have formed a science club. Okay, so encircle the indefinite pronoun. What's the indefinite pronoun there? Very good. You have there some. Now, what do you think is the answer? Has or have? Again, if you are to say some, that can be used as singular or plural depending on the phrase that follows it. So we have here some of the students. This is now our basis here, students. So students, therefore, that is used as plural. Our indefinite pronoun here, some, is used as plural because of the phrase that follows it, of the students. We're basing with this word, students. That's of course plural in form. Then our answer is of course have. We are to underline the correct words in the parentheses. That's it. Let's now proceed to number 2. Everyone make a mistake. Okay, our indefinite pronoun is of course everyone. So again, if you are to say everyone, that is always singular indefinite pronoun and it needs singular verb. So makes or make. You're right. Makes. That's it. Okay, so now let's try number 3. Someone left his or their umbrella in the hall. So our indefinite pronoun is clear enough. Someone. Then what do you think is the answer there? So from the choices, it's clear that it's possessive pronoun, right? So often our possessive pronoun have this indefinite pronoun as their antecedent. So they're of course referring to this indefinite pronoun. So for some cases, of course, make sure that it agrees of course to the number of the indefinite pronoun that we have. Someone is of course always singular, so we are to choose his or her, right? So that doesn't affect with the agreement of our subject that were there. So here, clear enough that this is of course singular possessive pronoun. That's it. This one. Either his or her, right? And then, okay. So let's move to the number 4. Both have asked for permission. If you are to say both, that is always, of course, plural, right? That's our indefinite, indefinite pronoun. Then it needs plural verb. That's right. So, we got perfect. Okay, so well then, I guess that's all. And before I leave, of course, make sure that you already have subscribed to the channel, please. Then do a like. Thank you so much. Then please do hit the bell also so you will be notified for our next uploads. Thank you so much. Once again, it's me, your Kafam of the Philippines, your teacher Def. Then saying mabuhay and keep safe everyone. Bye-bye, Kafamkos.